Have you ever thought about something and then all of a sudden you begin to see it online, you begin to see it around you? Probably a brand of phone, a brand of bag, a brand of car, and then all of a sudden you just begin to see it everywhere you go. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that these things do not exist before you thought about it? No, they were existing, but you never thought about it, or you never focused your thoughts on that particular thing. That is why even if you see it, it doesn't really attract you. It doesn't how do I put it now? It doesn't put that attract you. It does not attract you because you've not really focused your thoughts on them. But the moment you thought about those things, all of a sudden you are seeing them everywhere. That is the power of your thoughts. Okay, so what does thoughts does for you? Your thoughts, whether negative or positive, affect your environment. So for instance, you are focusing on negative thoughts. Probably someone hurt you, and then you are thinking of those things that you would have done to the person, or those evil things that you want to do to that person. Before you know, all of a sudden you find yourself depressed. You find out that everything around you is just being negative. The energy around you is negative. That is one of the power of thoughts. Now, the second one is your thoughts brings the object of your imagination to reality. Now, have you ever noticed, say for instance, you're thinking about somebody and then all of a sudden the person is calling you, or you're thinking about something and then you find out that the next person close to you is now speaking those things you're saying, or you're imagining a song, or you're singing a song inside of you, and then all of a sudden someone close to you is beginning to sing that same song, and you're not like, I don't understand, why are you singing the song that is inside of my mind? That is what your thoughts does. Your thoughts bring the object of your imagination or the object of your focus to reality. That is why it is very important to be careful the kind of things that you think about, because if you think about it, you are going to see it. So if you have a goal, if you have something that you are focusing on, if you have something that you are planning to do, you have something that you want to achieve, yes, that's the word, you have something you want to achieve, what do? Think on these things. Even the scripture says think on these things that are pure, things that are holy, things that are of good report. Think of these things, because the more you think of them, the more you attract them to yourself. The more the universe brings these things to your own present environment. Think on positive things and you will see them come to pass. The third one is your thoughts keep you sane. Now, have you for instance heard of someone that just stood up one day all of a sudden and shot himself dead? Have you seen people that commit suicide? We've heard stories. Some of us even have loved ones that have committed suicide. A lot of us have heard of stories of people that just all of a sudden you hear that they committed suicide and you're like, what's happening? Your thoughts keep you sane. If you are not careful of the kind of things that you think about, before you know it, you find yourself exhibiting those things. That is why it is very important you are careful of the things that come inside of you. The kind of books that you read, the kind of songs that you listen to, the kind of movies that you watch, the kind of people that you listen to. It is very important, because if these people are negative people, if these people are more focused on negative energies, negative thoughts, that is what you are going to attract. If you're always listening to a song of breakup, and for Christ's sake, if you are listening to a song that talks about breakup, that talks about hurts, that talks about drunkenness, that talks about sex, what would you be thinking about? That is what you've been putting inside of you. That is what will come out. That is what will come out. And let's not even go to the part where we know that these things carry their own spirits. They carry their own spirit, and it is of the truth. All these songs, the music, the songs, the movies, the books that we have access to, they have their own spirits. They have the things that they bring into us. So we should be very careful the kind of things that we allow inside of us. Another thing is, be careful the kind of people you hang around with. Be very careful. Your association matters. If you hang out with people that are always talking about the negative, talking about how bad the situation of the country is, how bad things are happening, how there is poverty in the land, how there is this and that, that is what you will see. Because the truth is, while other people are saying there is a casting down, the scripture says that we will say there is a lifting up. Because of a truth, there is a lifting up for some people. As you are saying there is a casting down, there is no money. There are people that are doing dorime, they have the money. Do you understand? But if you do not have access to these people, how will you know? But the moment you begin to be intentional about the kind of people that you hang around with, that will be the starting point of having positive thoughts. Because these people do not even they do not welcome negativity. Instead, they think about solutions. They think about how to make things work. If you are always thinking about how to make things work, how things will work good for you, how things will come out positive, we know that life is life, right? Life sometimes can be hard, sometimes it can be up, sometimes it can be tough and all that. But the truth is, if you focus on the negative aspects of life, that is what you will see. Okay, your thoughts are important. Your thoughts are powerful. Now, it is the power that you give to your thoughts that you will experience. If you give it the negative power, you are going to experience the negative energies. You're going to experience the negative kind or the negative side of life. But if you empower your thoughts with positivity, that is what you will see. I hope that this makes sense to you. Your thoughts are powerful. You are powerful. Be intentional about what you think about. Cheers.